What up, you guys? It is Ninfa, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. Like I always say, you can make more money, but you can't make more time. So the fact of taking the time to watch this, I'm truly blessed and grateful for you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I help women become financially and physically healthier, and it always starts with the mind, right? And so I've been learning that myself, when it comes to me getting financially healthier and physically healthier. So I figured, why not share it with the rest of you? So the book that we're reading right now is called Eat That Frog. It has 21 chapters, about 21 principles. They're very short and sweet, by the way. They're like 3 pages long. They're not long at all. So if you want to get the book, feel free to do so. It's like 120 pages. Super easy read. But it is great information on being productive in your everyday life, no matter what goals you have, right? Even if it's just to get organized. Like maybe you're not trying to run a business, or maybe you're not trying to make more money or get out of debt or even get healthier, right? You're already maybe doing well in those areas. Maybe it's just that I need to have control of my freaking day. Like let's start there, right? And so this chapter 5, is practice creative procrastination. Boardroom Report says, make time for getting big tasks done every day. Plan your day workload in advance. Single out the relatively few small jobs that absolutely must be done immediately in the morning. Then go directly to the big task and pursue them completely, right? So I love that this is a practice of creative procrastination. I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, what? We all procrastinate. So number 1, we all procrastinate. Just want to let you know that's never going to be the case where you're not. All right. Number 2, we can never get everything done in our day and in our lives. So we have to get the important things done, right? And so what he says here is we list out the things you're going to do each day. Obviously, do the most important things, eating that frog, the big things that are going to change your life, the first thing in the morning. And then everything after that, if you got time, get it done, right? And what he means by delaying procrastination, decide to procrastinate by outsourcing, delegating, or eliminating activities that don't make much of a contribution to your life in any case, right? So start to get rid of those things that are small and tedious and things you don't need to be doing yourself, right? Some of you may have really large families and you're trying to, be there at the games and clean the house and work your business and do all these things. And maybe you just need to hire somebody to wash your clothes and put them away. Wash your dishes, right? And put them away. Keep your house organized while you go out and do the main things, which are most important to you, which is your family and possibly your business and making some cash or whatever, right? So, and it's solely worth your money, because if you're working a business and if you're spending time with your family, first of all, if you spend time with your family, you can't get those days and hours back, right? Very important to your life at that moment in time. And also, if you've got a business and you're working to create more money in that business, then you can make, if you're making more time to do that, then you can make more money. So therefore, the $10 or $15 an hour for them to wash their clothes and do whatever they're doing in your house for a couple hours a day is nothing compared to actually having to take the time away from your family, away from your business, to make that money in order to clean something that important. So it's really good. So it's the same thing throughout the whole thing. Do the most important things first and then everything else next. But now he's saying procrastinate on those. Don't do them at all, or get somebody else to do them, or do them later, right? And so he had an example in here. There's a few good quotes and stuff in here. It says, the fact that you don't do everything that you have to do. You have to procrastinate on something. Yeah. The fact that you can't do everything you have to do, you have to procrastinate on something. Therefore, procrastination on small tasks. Procrastinate on small tasks. Sorry about that. Put off eating smaller and less ugly frogs. Eat the biggest and ugliest frog before anything else. Do the worst first. Okay. Here's a rule. He says, you can get your time and your life under control only to the degree to which you discontinue lower value activities, right? Your job is to deliberately procrastinate on tasks that are of a low value so that you have more time for tasks that can make a big difference in your life and work. Continually review your duties and responsibilities to identify time-consuming tasks and activities that you can abandon with no real loss. This is an ongoing responsibility for you that never ends, right? And so he had a story here that I wanted to read. Oh, for example, a friend of his was a avid golfer when he was single. He liked to golf 3 to 4 times a week, 3 to 4 hours each time. Over a period of years, he started a business, got married, had 2 children, but he still played golf 3 to 4 times a week, 3 to 4 hours a day, right? Until finally he realized that his time on the golf course was causing him enormous stress at home and at work. Only by abandoning most of the golf games could he get his life under control, right? So he started to just golf once a week. He still was able to do what he loved to do. He loved golfing, right? But he had to minimize that because, it's causing some friction at home and at work when he's not taking the time to do that. So I love that example. All right. So here's your task. I want you to do this tonight and post it below. It says, number 1, practice zero-based thinking. In every part of your life, ask yourself continually, if I were not doing this already, knowing what I know, would I start doing it again today? So number 1, let me read it again. Practice zero-based thinking in every part of your life. Ask yourself continually, if I were not doing this already, knowing what I know, would I start doing it again today? If it is something you would not start again today, knowing what you know, it's a prime candidate for abandonment or creative procrastination. All right? Number 2, examine each of your personal and work activities and evaluate it based on your current situation. Select at least one activity to abandon immediately, or at least deliberately put it off until your more important goals have been achieved. All right, so I want you guys to do that tonight and tell me how that worked out for you. Also, if you want my notes on this, I got notes. And I'm going to be putting it in a PDF and Word doc. And so just send me a message in Messenger if you're on Facebook, or DM me on Instagram. Or if you're watching this on a LinkedIn, you can also message me in the message there and just say, hey, I want your notes for Eat That Frog. All right. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and have an amazing day.